The next movie we're talking about is The Little Things, a psychological killer which follows two cops, one haunted by the echoes of his past, and the past investigate a series of murders in Los Angeles. This has a star-packed show with Denzel Washington, Rami Malek, and Jared Leto. It's over there on HBO Max. It premiered same day in theaters as well. So if you don't have HBO Max and you want to go to the theater, if there's one open in your area, you can see it. Jordan, what did you think about this film?
So the little things, man. Yeah, the first big movie we're getting from WB that was supposed to be in theaters, getting it on TV. So if you got HBO Max, no need to go to the rush to the theater. You can just sit and watch it comfortably in your living room. This one's an interesting one here, man, because I feel like if this wasn't with these great A-listers and it's well shot, I probably would like it less here because this thing has never got me to that next level here. I think they're trying to throw, to a degree, too much at the screen. It's almost felt like this could have been a better TV series because there's some interesting stuff with religion and also Denzel's kind of talking to the dead people, and it never really kind of furrates enough, and you don't really get enough of Rami Malek either. You don't really attach to him in kind of any way. And Leto's fun to watch. Don't know if he needed that SAG nomination, but he's fun to watch as he's talking like this the whole time, and so it's good. It's funny because if you look at the backstory, this screenplay has been done for about 25 years, and it does kind of feel like it's in the typical 90s. If this was the sequel to Seven called Eight, I would believe it, because it seems like a lesser part of a sequel here. So there's some good to it. Again, we're checking out in your living room. Yeah, absolutely. I think it'll pass by the time here. But yeah, this is just it's one of those films that never really got me to the next level. It's 2 hours. It feels long, even though it feels like there's need to be much more to be done.
Yeah, I agree with you. I was expecting a lot more of a film. It didn't disappoint, but it was kind of like you have all this star power, and there's not a lot for all of them to do at one time. Jared Leto, as you said, was nominated for a SAG award. There's other ones who could have been nominated as well, but Denzel performed admirably. Rami Malek, his character, I don't know where to take that cop character that he was playing. It was kind of weird, and kind of creepy at the same time of how he was, how he talked and his mannerisms. And I know, as the time moves on in the story, you can see him mentally breaking as well. So I think that kind of helps where, he was a soulful man, a believer, will say, and right and wrong. And then as time moves on, he has to choose what line he's a part of. And it's and we find I wish they would kind of focus more on the backstory, a little bit more of Denzel Washington character.
Slightly underdeveloped too. Yeah, there's more going on with him in the past, and
yeah. To me, it's just like we see the shell of what is Denzel Washington's character, but I still, it was just so underdeveloped to see that character, and really root for him or go against him. I was indifferent about the Denzel Washington character to a point. Jared Leto was, like you said, he was just a one-note performer, with it, the way he delivered his lines. But I think there was a lot more playing behind the eyes. You can see the eyes, and you can see something more twisted going on behind there. But again, it just wasn't fully delivered. Like I said, it was a fine film. Is it going to be Oscar worthy? It shouldn't be, or any performance worthy in this one. But I'm going to just tell you what I gave it. I gave it 3. I know it doesn't sound like I gave it a good rating, but it should have been a 2.5. But I gave it 3 because, like I said, there were parts that were good. And I just couldn't detract from the parts that were good. I couldn't come up with anything
the
more.
nice quieter moment with Denzel and the female actress that who plays like the coroner. You know what I mean? There's moments here. I'm right with you, spot on. I'm giving it a 3 as well. No more, no less. Like you said, I feel like we both kind of could have been swayed. Either way, I could have been swayed to a 2.5 if I didn't like some of those moments. I definitely could have been swayed to a 3.5 to 4 if there had been more of the good. So right there at the 3, I am with you.
Yeah, that's a shame, really.
No, it is. I mean, when I heard Denzel, Jared Leto, and we've only heard about this movie, at least me personally, for like the last like month or two. Like that's I like those kind of quick hypes. Like, okay, by the way, you got a Denzel movie coming in January, sweet, but it kind of fit January in a way.
Absolutely.